Parachute? A strange object was recorded hovering over Nevada, USA on November 21, 2025. The video shows an object in the distance against a dark sky. At first glance, it looks a bit like a parachute, hanging still in the air above the landscape. There's no obvious movement or drift, which would be expected if it were a regular balloon or parachute. For a while, the object stays in the same spot. Its outline is somewhat rectangular or box-like, with a slight glow or reflection at its base. As the video continues, something unusual happens. The object releases what looks like a small fireball or glowing object from its lower side. The fireball appears briefly, then disappears, while the main object remains motionless in the sky. There are no visible wires, ropes, or structures supporting it, and no obvious sign of engines, propellers, or a tether to the ground. The stationary position and the way it releases a glowing object raise questions. It doesn't match typical appearances of weather balloons, parachutes, or drones. The exact size and distance are unclear, making it difficult to identify. Was it some experimental craft, an atmospheric phenomenon, or something else entirely? The sighting remains unexplained. What do you think this object could be? Glowing drone. A glowing object was seen moving across the sky, partly hidden by clouds. The sky appears blue and the scene is calm, with no obvious sound or disturbance. As the camera follows the object, it's clear that it emits a bright light, almost like a pair of headlights or a single streak. The object moves smoothly and steadily, not matching the speed or behavior of a commercial airplane, drone, or helicopter. There's no blinking or colored navigation lights, and the object does not seem to leave a trail behind. Its shape is hard to identify, as the light is the most noticeable feature and the rest of the form is not clear against the clouds. With no sound and no clear features, it's difficult to say if this was a plane, a drone, or something else entirely. The movement and brightness raise questions about its origin. Could this have been a reflection, a rare atmospheric event, or an actual unidentified aerial object? What do you think was captured in this footage? Shiny, round object. A resident was sitting in his balcony photographing the sunset when he noticed something unusual in the sky. The photograph captured a shiny, round object positioned above the horizon and away from the setting sun. At first glance, it was not immediately clear whether this was a plane, a bird, or something else entirely. He reported that the object began to spin and ascend almost immediately after he spotted it. According to his account, the object not only moved vertically upward but also shifted horizontally, going back and forth in the sky. He quickly took several photos, hoping to document the event. The object appeared very shiny and stood out distinctly against the evening sky, which was otherwise clear except for the sunlight and some clouds near the horizon. Despite his detailed observations and the photographic evidence, there has been no official explanation from authorities or astronomers regarding what was seen. Some local astronomers speculated that it could indeed be a UFO, but without confirmation, the identity of the object remains unknown. Given its movement and appearance, was this just an unusual reflection, a man-made object, or could it be something genuinely unidentified? What do you think this object could have been? Boomerang motherships. On a quiet night, someone notices a series of unusual lights moving across the sky. These lights form a distinct boomerang shape, something that stands out from the usual sight of planes or satellites. The sky is clear, making the lights easily visible as they glide together in formation. This isn't a single blinking light or a passing meteor, but a group of lights maintaining a steady pattern. As the lights continue to move, their boomerang arrangement becomes even clearer. The witness tries to keep track of each point of light, noticing that they all seem connected, moving as one object. There's no sound or visible structure connecting the lights, yet their motion is coordinated. The lights don't flash or blink in a way that's typical for aircraft. Instead, they maintain their positions, gently turning as if following an invisible path. People who have seen similar formations often describe them as boomerang motherships, though such sightings are rare. Some think they might be large drones or military aircraft flying in formation, but the quiet, smooth movement and sharp angles raise questions. The boomerang shape is not common among commercial or known military aircraft. With no obvious explanation, the sighting leaves room for different ideas. Could this have been a new type of aircraft, or was it a coordinated drone display? There's also the possibility that this was something unknown, an unidentified flying object. The rarity of boomerang-shaped lights in the sky makes it stand out from other sightings. Without further evidence or official reports, it's hard to draw a firm conclusion. The question remains, was this just an unusual but explainable event, or something truly out of the ordinary? Cloud. On a clear day, someone noticed an unusual cloud formation standing out against the blue sky. It wasn't just a regular cloud. It had a more defined shape, almost as if it was intentionally separated from the other clouds around it. The sight caught their attention because of how still and distinct it looked, not blending in with the usual cloud patterns. As they kept watching, the object continued to hold its position, not drifting away like normal clouds do with the wind. The shape also didn't seem to change much, unlike typical clouds that shift and dissolve over time. Some viewers who saw the footage online pointed out that it looked almost too solid or too neatly formed to be a typical cloud. It raised the question if it was just a cloud, or if something else could be hiding inside or behind it, using the cloud shape as a cover. People have different ideas about what it could be. Some suggest that it's just a strange weather occurrence, a rare but naturally forming isolated cloud. Others wonder if it might be an example of something unknown, like a possible aerial phenomenon that appears cloud-like on purpose. In the end, without more information or a closer look, it remains open to interpretation. What do you think this object is? Nellis Test Range. At the Nellis Air Force Base Test Range, a black and white video captures an unidentified flying object moving through restricted airspace. The footage, now public, shows the strange object being tracked as it travels across the sky. People who studied these videos note that it was filmed during a time when drones with advanced maneuvering were not common. In the video, the object moves in a way that does not match the flight patterns of airplanes or helicopters. Its movements are irregular, with quick direction changes and shifts in speed. Viewers notice that the shape of the object seems to change as it flies, appearing to morph between several distinct forms within a short period of time. According to the information available, the object was being tracked by military equipment, but no identification or explanation was found at the time. It was not classified as a known aircraft, drone, or weather phenomenon. Even after years of review, The object seen in the Nellis test range video has not been identified by the U.S. military or government agencies. The way it moves and its changing shape continue to raise questions. Some suggest it could be an unknown type of technology, while others consider it might be an artifact of the video quality or some kind of balloon. To this day, the exact nature of what was filmed remains unknown. If you like this video, use one of your hypes on it right now so YouTube pushes it to more people in need. Swamp gas. On August 19, 2015, in Sebastopol, Ukraine, a resident was riding his bike near the coast when he noticed something strange above the sea. The sky was mostly clear, and it seemed like a regular day until he caught sight of an unusually bright white object hovering just above the horizon. He paused to take a better look. The object did not resemble any conventional aircraft or a weather phenomenon. It appeared as a solid, glowing, disc-shaped light. It was not moving quickly or making any sudden movements, but it stayed steady and bright, reflecting off the sea surface below. There were no visible wings, rotors, or signs of an engine. He managed to capture a video of the object, which showed a clear white light in the middle of an otherwise empty sky. He continued watching for a few minutes, but the object simply hovered in place, showing no clear intent to approach or move away. The sighting left him and others who saw the photo with questions. Was it a drone, a rare atmospheric effect, or something else entirely? The object's steady glow, shape, and lack of obvious features did not match known aircraft or natural phenomena. With no explanation from local authorities or meteorologists, the incident remains open to speculation, adding to the long list of unexplained aerial sightings worldwide. Thanksgiving. On the evening of November 27, 2025, Thanksgiving in Deltona, Florida, a family was at home, watching TV, when the usual night took an unexpected turn. Around 6:15 p.m., the witness stepped outside and quickly noticed something odd in the sky. She called for her child to join her, insisting there was something unusual outside.
This is strange. There's another one.
After a brief delay, the family went outside to the backyard and saw 3 distinct orange objects moving across the sky. The lights appeared to be coming in from the New Smyrna Beach direction. From their position on a hill, they had a clear view of the objects.
There's a plane following. You could tell it was a plane.
What the hell is?
Just like a shooting on the other side. I don't think, oh, those are Chinese lights.
Unlike any flare, jet, airplane, helicopter, or drone, the lights hovered and glided in a way that stood out from normal aircraft. Soon, a fourth object appeared, traveling at an extremely high speed towards Deltona before rapidly slowing down and nearly stopping in midair. The object then started drifting south, following the path of the previous three objects.
Go over there and see if you see another one. That is insane.
The family managed to record the event, observing the lights for about 4 to 5 minutes as they continued to move quietly and steadily through the sky. With no sound, visible navigation lights, or familiar flight patterns, the family was left puzzled. The speed, sudden stops, and slow drifting of the object didn't match any known technology they were aware of. The sighting brought back memories of a nearly identical experience with an orange object in Cape Coral, Florida, back in 2011. The family is left wondering, were these mysterious objects just an unusual atmospheric event, or something that science has yet to explain? Thank you so much for watching. If you appreciate the hours of work and effort that goes into creating these videos, then show your support by buying me a coffee by clicking the link in the description below, and I will be more than thankful to you guys. And if you enjoy watching these videos, make sure to like and watch my other videos as well. Also subscribe and turn on your notifications to watch more UFO videos in the future.